This is the Steve Gruber Show.
And welcome to it, my friends, as we launch another brand new hour into orbit here, the Steve Gruber Show. I'm glad you're here with me, fighting for you from the foxhole of freedom every single day. Who do you want in your foxhole? Live in a pretty complicated world. You might want to figure out who's with you on that. All right, three big things this hour. Number one, the government shutdown now in the rearview mirror after 43 days of nonsense. TSA agents and others are getting their checks. Some getting bonus checks. $10,000 to some TSA workers. Pretty nice. Number two, Michigan out hunting all weekend. I saw probably 50 deer. Didn't shoot any. Didn't see one I liked. All right. And we'll talk about that coming up. And number three, the continued focus on Jeffrey Epstein. Apparently tomorrow, the House is going to vote to release the Epstein files, whatever that means. And what can be released and what will be redacted. The Democrats will do their level best to try to tie Donald Trump to it, but so far it's been a lesson in futility. Donald Trump apparently was the guy helping prosecutors, investigators, and attorneys for victims to find the truth about Epstein, right? Let's go back to 2015. This is right after Donald Trump announced his run for president, early in the race, middle of 2015. And he hung Jeffrey Epstein around the neck of Bill and Hillary Clinton. Why would he do that if there was something more to it? Listen to this.
You raised the question of Jeffrey Epstein in your remarks about in the Q&A.
Well, I think he's got a problem.
What do you think the problem will be?
I don't know, but that island was really a cesspool. There's no question about it. Just ask Prince Andrew. He'll tell you about it. The island was an absolute cesspool. So,
the Clintons are friends
and he's
of
been
yours,
there
right?
for many times.
The Clintons are friends.
Well, I can't say friends, but I know
You're
them.
friendly. You know them.
They play at my clubs a lot. I have clubs, and everybody likes to play at my clubs.
Are you saying there's a political problem for her if she runs for president?
It could be a political problem. Look, he could be a political problem. Right now, he's Teflon, and right now, maybe not. But he could end up being a political problem.
That's one question.
Could end up being a problem. A political problem. A real problem. That was 2015. He points out Prince Andrew in those comments as well. As we all know, he's basically been excommunicated from the royal family in the UK. He doesn't even have the title of prince anymore. He's just Andrew, whatever he is, right? Andrew Windsor, I think, right? The Windsor family. But he's out because of everything here. So Donald Trump was right about him, and he was right about Bill Clinton. And he was right about that island being a cesspool. Why would he do all of those things and say all of those things if he was connected to Epstein, which he was not apparently? And again, all evidence seems to indicate that Donald Trump might have been a whistleblower. That has not been confirmed, but it's clear from the attorneys that worked on the case for the victims that Donald Trump was one of the only people who helped them openly to get to the truth. I mean, that's what we know. So I look forward to the Epstein files being released tomorrow. Donald Trump telling the DOJ to look into all the connections to Epstein. He says Democrats, but really anybody. If you're guilty of being involved with the Epstein, child trafficking, my God, we need to have that figured out. And now. That's what I say. All right. So here's a complete takedown of the whole Epstein debacle, by the way. Barry Levine, he is a researcher. He is the guy who knows about Epstein. He is an author. And here's what he said about Epstein on CNN. Listen.
2011 email. We'll put it up on the screen, and I will ask you, the dog that hasn't barked is Trump. What do you think he's referring to?
Well, I think Jeffrey Epstein is referring to the fact that he believes that Donald Trump talked to Michael Ryder, who was the Palm Beach police chief in 2004, and began the first investigation into Jeffrey Epstein. I suspect that Jeffrey Epstein, in his conversation or email with Maxwell, was saying he was 75% there, believing that Trump might have been the whistleblower at the time. Again, you have to remember that particular year, the two men had a falling out, not only over the fact that Ghislaine Maxwell was taking young women from his spa at Mar-a-Lago for Jeffrey Epstein, but they also had a nasty real estate deal that both men were trying to get. So there was bad blood between the two of them.
Yeah, bad blood. Not some cordial relationship. They weren't friends. He wasn't jumping on the Lolita Express to go to that island cesspool. And that's not all Levine had to say. Here's some more.
So it's a combination then of the Trump being the dog who didn't bark and that additional line on that email. We'll put it back on the screen. Police chief, etc. I'm 75% there, meaning he's 75% there to believing that Trump is an informant against him?
That is what I believe based on my research of years of the Jeffrey Epstein story.
Okay, but
you also have to
Barry,
remember that
Barry,
the House Speaker at one point,
Barry, if Donald Trump were an informant, if Donald Trump dropped the dime on Jeffrey Epstein, why wouldn't he today in this climate be shouting it from the mountaintops? I'm the one who put him away.
That's a question that only the president can answer. And again, the Palm Beach police have never said that Donald Trump was an informant. However, not too long ago, the House Speaker, Mike Johnson, said that Donald Trump was an informant on this particular case. So it is rather confusing.
Yeah, it is rather confusing in that light, but we'll see. Donald Trump telling the DOJ to look into the Epstein matter. Said it yesterday on social media, said, hey, get out there and look into it. These emails have turned out to be nothing. Virginia Giuffre was the quote-unquote victim who wrote in her book that Donald Trump did nothing wrong. Not in front of her ever. And we played the victims earlier who said, no, did you ever see Donald Trump do anything wrong? Whole room full of Epstein victims, they all said no. All of them. So Democrats, I say again, be careful what you wish for because you might just get it. And what you might just get is the truth about who's involved. And I'm going to say, look, that clip from 2015, Donald Trump had it nailed with Prince Andrew. And is there anybody here who doubts that Bill Clinton was involved here? I mean, Epstein had a painting of Bill Clinton in a blue dress in his Manhattan, apartment. Do you think that was just by accident? No. Epstein saying, hey, Bill, I got you. So don't mess around. Anything you do, I've got you. The 27 times Clinton was on the plane, something like that, according to the manifest. Oh, yeah. There's something going to come out of this, and it's not Donald Trump on the other side. I mean, how many times do you have to hear the Democrats? We got him now. It's Russia. It's Epstein. Please, stop it. Just stop it. All right, socialism. Young women seem to favor it. Mamdani won in New York. We now have a Democratic socialist candidate running for mayor in Los Angeles, challenging Mayor Bass. So it's going to metastasize. It is. We'll talk about it straight ahead on The Steve Gruber Show.